So China has banned crypto and the price of Bitcoin fell from 43,000 to 30,000 in a day. Not a great thing for Bitcoin, is it? But wait, look at this. This article says that they banned crypto in 2020. This article says that they're cracking down on it in 2019. This one says China is getting even tougher in 2018. And this one says that they're banning it in 2017. So apparently they've been banning crypto for more than 4 years. So what's going on here? Well, you're probably being manipulated. Let's first try to understand what these bans actually do. The first part of the ban includes a ban on all cryptocurrency trading, so this includes the removal of cryptocurrency exchanges. Binance, for example, started its operations in China, but were forced out due to regulations in 2017. The second part of the ban was to outlaw initial coin offerings, because startups were using ICOs to raise funds without abiding by proper regulations. But there's something very interesting about the regulation that you probably don't know. The back is the Beijing Arbitration Commission, and they wrote this report. Unfortunately, it's in Chinese, so we will have to rely on the translation in this article. So according to this article by the Cointelegraph, the report says that China prohibits token funding and trading platforms from engaging in exchanges between the legal tender and virtual currency or tokens. The commission then states that the same law that bans cryptocurrency as money recognizes it as a virtual commodity. It then goes on to say that in summary, the state does not prohibit Bitcoin's activities as virtual commodities, except for activities that Bitcoin is engaged in as legal tender. Then just a month ago in April, the Deputy Governor of the People's Bank of China reinforced these statements by referring to cryptocurrencies as investment alternatives.
The main role we see for crypto assets going forward, their main role is investment alternative. And as investment alternative, I think many countries, including China, are still looking into it and thinking about what kind of regulatory requirements, maybe minimal, but we need to have some kind of regulatory requirement.
Now let's look at Coindance.com. This site shows us the volume of crypto trading per country on local Bitcoins. For those of you who don't know, local Bitcoins is kind of like eBay for Bitcoin, and it's one of the main ways that people in China purchase Bitcoin now. According to these graphs, people in China haven't stopped trading crypto at all. And this infographic, which takes the same data, places China as the 5th largest Bitcoin trader. So cryptocurrency isn't really banned. It seems as though you can invest in them, but you just can't use them as money. Other countries like Algeria, Ecuador, Egypt, Nepal, and Pakistan have outright banned crypto. China mostly just bans its use as legal tender. But why is that? If crypto is so dangerous and speculative, then why not ban it entirely? Well, for one thing, government officials in China are often very wealthy. But in an authoritarian government, wealth doesn't mean much when it can be confiscated without notice. Bitcoin is pretty darn hard to confiscate. So what do you think the likelihood is of government officials owning massive amounts of Bitcoin themselves? Now let's finish up by taking a look at the candlesticks for the latest crash. At around 11 PM Sydney time on the 19th, the price of Bitcoin hit 30,000, and instead of leveling out, it surged all the way back up to 35,700. Now if you do the math, you'll find that it requires roughly $100 billion to move the price of Bitcoin like that. So in less than 10 minutes, $100 billion was pumped back into Bitcoin. Then by the next day, the price was back up at around 41,000. So some entity or group of entities just made billions of dollars out of nothing. The Chinese government controls the largest centrally planned economy in the world. It's possible for them to enact laws and social change overnight without warning, and as a result, they have more influence on the market than both Elon Musk and the President of the United States. Now, I don't actually know if China are really using their influence to drive down the price of Bitcoin in order to make easy profits. But I know that they could if they wanted to. They clearly have huge amounts of Bitcoin, and I know that they've been announcing these so-called bans every year for the past 4 years, and you should too. Thanks for watching guys. If you like the content, don't forget to like and subscribe.